Good evening, everyone. What's going on? It is Thursday night, playoff racing. We are back live, Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup. That means it is some next-gen racing. We are down to 3 races left. It is now the round of 5. 5 drivers for the next 2 races will try to continue their championship run. Next week, 2 will get eliminated and we'll be down to 3 for that championship battle. But we got a fun one here tonight. Mike, 110 laps on the books. We are, what, somewhere in your, no, we're not near your backyard. It's Cody Richardson's backyard. But we are at the Worldwide Technology Raceway Pseudo Gateway, right by those, that big arch. I was going to say the Golden Arches, but that's completely off.
I'm sure they're pretty close, too.
they might be there.
And this is 2.5 hours away from the house. It's not a bad drive.
Not a bad drive. All right. So you can see there the layout. Like I said, this is race 1 in the round of 5. Next week, going to head to Michigan and then round out the season, Las Vegas, with 3 drivers trying to continue their playoffs hopes. But 110 laps here tonight. And Mike, this is a tricky corner. Or tricky track. You can see here in this layout, 1 and 2, a lot tighter than 3 and 4.
Yeah, and it's there's a lot of shifting going on in these corners too. So 1 and 2, you're down in the 3rd gear, and then I'm hearing 3 and 4, you're in 4th. So, and different banking, different angles. So it's definitely different.
Definitely different. Something we're going to keep our eye on. Speaking of keeping our eye on things, let's pull up our points here coming into tonight. Like I said, 5 drivers. So we eliminated some drivers last week. You see there in Division 1, Gary Bowman was eliminated, but still trying to run for that championship in Division 1. Cody Meadows, Carter Lawson, Cody Richardson, Dave Sanders in front row, Kyle Nadeau. So that is a packed group of 5 there in Division 1, Mike.
Yeah, my favorite part is the guy in the worst paint job ever. Always complains that he's not very good, but he always finds himself up here up top. I mean, he was in the last 4 last season, and here he is, Division 1, going into the round of 5. So I'm interested to see what Carter can do with himself tonight.
See what he can get done as we move in then Division 2. We got Mioke, Justin Horton, Ed Jurgen, Jerry Isaacs, and Eric Anderson. So Jerry's still surviving here in this group. Points leader coming into the playoffs in Division 2, and here he is still advancing his way.
Yeah, I like this group of 5. I think that's a really, really tight group of competition there. That's going to be the division to watch down the stretch, I think.
Now, one thing with this division that's going to really make Michigan a make-or-break race. Again, 2 drivers are eliminated, but when you think about Division 2 here, Mike, Eric Anderson is not going to be here tonight, has put in a provisional. That might hurt him as we're looking at 20-plus, now 23 drivers in the server.
Yeah, I didn't realize he put it in. I forgot. Yeah, he's down with his daughter at college, so yeah, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna be something to overcome, but I've raced against Eric at Michigan. He can get it done. I have faith.
I don't know. Drivers over championships, send your kid off to college, priorities.
It's cheaper to just sim race.
That's one. Well, maybe. Let me pull up the camera of Corey Sherman, and you tell me if it's cheaper.
Yeah.
And then we'll go to our final Division 3. This has been a fun division all season long. It was super tight going in to the playoffs. It's got Daniel Keene, Corey Sherman, Concrete Corey, Paul Turner, David Rogerson, and Jeremy Flanagan. And a few of these drivers are coming on late in this season.
Yeah, the one that stands out when you say that to me is Paul Turner. I mean, just like he does in races, he starts in the back and just quietly all of a sudden you see him up front. Same thing with this season. Paul's just kind of been quiet most of the season, but all of a sudden here we are, end of the season. Paul's running up front. He looks really strong everywhere we go, so I'm interested to see what he can get done. Except for, I never noticed this before, so next time I see Paul on track, I'm going to have to wreck him. He's got that ugly little San Francisco thing on the side. I can't have that.
You just know he's parked on the road course, so that tells you where he's at with this track right now.
I mean, that's where Paul always is.
He is always exploring the road course. But here we go. One of the heavy hitters here tonight, Cody Richardson. This is his backyard race, so my understanding is he can walk out his front door and he's at the track.
Yeah, from what I was talking to him the other day, he said it's about 20 minutes, so it's pretty close. Same time, I hope somebody beats him because he's driving that bad sim car.
We'll see. He is up there right now. Kyle Nadeau second on the timing board here as they got just about 4 minutes left of this practice. Those of you hanging out with us in the chat, we have pinned it up in the chat comments. There is live timing, so if you want to go in and see what's going on, you can get a behind-the-scenes look, pit runs, pit lap time, how many laps they're on with their tires, what the different sectors are. There's all sorts of options, so that is new here. We brought that in a little bit late in the season, but hey, we got it out there. So make sure you hit that link in the chat. You can see some live timing, just like what the spotters would use and what Mike and I actually use to kind of keep our eye on the track and what's going on. So, but Mike, 110 laps here tonight. Here in the fuel is about 40 to 43. So it looks like a two-stopper. They got tires for days, but I think the more important thing is who can really get the shifting down on this track.
Yeah, and I mean, you got to keep your tires under you. They may have a lot of tires, but they're going to wear. You're going to get loose out of these corners, especially shifting gears. So these guys are just going to, it's really a race of patience here. You really got to be patient with this track. It's going to be fun. I like this track. I like driving this track. I like it that it's weird. It's quirky. It's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, here in turns 1 and 2, you're seeing the drivers are going to probably get down into that third gear. This is a corner where I'm watching. If you hit it wrong, Mike, that little safer barrier that pops out right at the exit of 2 gets real close really fast.
It is sneaky. And, I ran this NIS last week, and twice coming out of turn 2, I just spun myself because a little too much gas coming out. I was just a little too much on the loud pedal. So we'll see if someone else does that this evening.
We're going to ride along with Kyle for one lap. Let's get on his nose here. Fifth gear, 160 miles an hour, almost 170, down into third at corner entry. You can see kind of running that first groove there, and then he's going to cut the bottom of that track out, get a big run off the corner, down the back stretch, up into fifth gear. Just fifth for a minute, and then all of a sudden on the brakes, back into fourth. He's going to go to third, actually. Oh, he's going to push way up here. That's some dirty air from the driver in front of him.
Yeah, it looked like he drove it in a little too much as well.
Interesting to see the third gear there, so I think we're going to see different shifting strategies all over the place. My laziness would just leave it in third and fifth and call it a day.
I mean, probably safer.
Probably slower, but safer.
See, there you go. You see him, just like I talked about, a little too much gas out of 2. And, yeah.
Going for a ride. How about this? Craig Bell going to make a return here to the series tonight. The race admin is going to come out and try to run the wall.
Yeah, Crank said he hadn't had any laps on this track. I'm looking. Do you see him on the?
That might have been his first. That might have been his first lap right there. His first time lapped.
So, is Crank the first caution?
Potentially. Either Crank or, we hate to say it, but this guy here just bought the track, 2 minutes ago.
Oh, Joey.
Good old Joey. Well, hey, we got just a minute 27 left here of this opening practice before we head into qualifying here at the Worldwide Technology Raceway with the Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup. Season is winding down. We're going to step aside for the Stars and Stripes and be right back with qualifying.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight
I'm not sure about this fixed set, but second lap for me.
Second lap for you. All right. So we are on with Matt Hall here. See, I'm a big fan. If I think it's that first lap, I'm riding that wall.
I don't like riding the wall anytime, anywhere. Yeah, these cold tires, that's when it really gets loose out of the corners, is when you have those cold tires. So getting some heat in the tires gives you a little more grip. And you can just let it go.
Matt Hall racing out of Ottawa, Ontario. You think his sky is orange like it is in New York right now?
Very smoky up there, yeah. I don't know about you. Ours, today's the first day it kind of looked semi-clear.
I couldn't even tell you what the weather's like in my house right now. I've been stuck in my basement all day. Matt's going to come across his first lap. In 24th. Let's go to concrete. Corey here. Let's bring in.
He moves quite a bit on those brakes. Did you see that? Like, Corey's going to make us all buy one of those rigs. Realize this.
I do realize this. Trying to see where I can get it to pull up. It's not coming on. Let's try this button.
Oh, I can see it.
Oh, we're not getting it on ours, so we'll figure that out down the road. Try it again. Nope. All right, so he's going to come across. He is third on the board. Let's go, Joey Sainz.
That's not going to work out very well.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Don't do that. Surprising to see Paul here taking a qualifying lap, though, Mike.
You have to in this series, or you lose a point.
Oh, so, and it is. We didn't talk about this. We went through the driver points. I don't know what team Paul is on. Let's confirm that really quick to see here. But when you look at team points, Man Down Motorsports, which is Cody Richardson's team, is leading the way with 1573. And Crash Test Dummies, which is Dave Sanders' team, is only 16 points behind, and they're racing for money.
They are racing for money, so that makes it really interesting. And, I mean, Cody is a man down this evening, right? So
he is a man down tonight, and Crash Test Dummies is a full house, so that is something we'll keep our eye on, but it is close there. As Paul right now is 21st. Here we go. Carter Lawson might be our final driver to put in a lap time.
Chris, just a little tidbit of little known fact. Dave's team, they were almost called Dave's Dingleberries. I just want to put that out there. It was almost their name.
That was who do you think was coming up with that name? Jerry? I'm saying Jerry.
I don't remember, to be honest.
All right, Carter's going to come across. Opening lap here for Carter. 18th on the board. Let's see what he can pick up here on the second lap, as it looks like he will be the final driver to put a time in.
I noticed him push up a little there in 1 and 2. That's he drove it in a little hard. Yeah.
He was close there to that wall. Now, Mike, there's a cutout in the backstretch. I said we'll give some broadcaster bonus points if somebody can complete a pass in that cutout.
Does that come with money as well?
Maybe. All right, second lap for Carter here. He did see improvement in both sectors, and he's going to move up to 13th on the board.
Yeah, if I could give Carter a little bit of advice is to relax a little in 1 and 2. Stop overdriving 1 and 2. I think he would have been, a couple more tenths faster there, but pretty good lap.
Pretty good lap there. Jeremy Flanagan is going to be the only driver to not put in a qualifying lap or attempted one potentially and just ran into issues. But on the front row, oh, you're going to love this though, Mike. Front row, Cody Richardson and Jerry Isaacs.
Yeah, Jerry's okay.
It's two unofficial teams, both coming out of that Mad Sim camp, but it is the two teams that are battling for that team championship tonight, as that is going to do it there. So that will end our qualifying run. Let's get a camera here. Where are they at? Let's go to the flag stand as they're getting in. Let's pull up our starting lineup. Front row, we just talked about it. It is Man Down Motorsports, Cody Richardson, Everyone's going to be chasing him, I think, is the thought here tonight. Home race for Cody. Crash test dummies. Jerry Isaac's going to be starting outside in row 1. Row 2 have Corey Sherman and Kyle Nadeau. Northern Empire locking out row 2. Row 3, Justin Horton and Cody Meadows. Row number 4 will have Dan Keene and Gary Bowman. And rounding out your starting top 10 will be another Northern Empire, Stephen Meoke and David Rogerson.
Yeah, row 6, Ed Jurgen. Ed's right there in the middle. Ed has a good run. Bob Rogerson. Row 7, Carter Lawson. We'll see what he can do with Dave Sanders, crash test dummies. Division 1 driver. Row 8, Matt Hall. We watched his qualifying lap with Leroy starting on his outside. Row 9, we've got Chris Letts and Mr. Joey Signs. That's where I vote the first caution will be. Row 10, Andy Court, Crank Bell. Row 11, Stephen Music, Paul Turner, and rounding out the field, if he can get it fired up there, it looks like he's on the grid, Jeremy Flanagan.
Jeremy Flanagan on the field. Just 2 drivers have not gridded just yet. That is Crank Bell and Stephen Music, as we were waiting for them, but everyone else is gridded up. 115 laps. They threw 5 laps at us somewhere. I thought it was 110. 115. Keep everybody on their toes. That's my plan.
Yep. You know, Chris, I was going to say, I'm not surprised to see 2 Mad Sim guys on the front row. Someone described this racetrack to me. It races like a road course. So it's all about the braking zones and doing that smoothly and hitting the turns and then getting the gas out. It races like a road course. So 2 road course guys right up front.
Here we go. iRacing Pace Truck is rolling. Cars are rolling. 23 strong here tonight for the first race in the round of 5 in the Wheels for Warriors USA Pro Cup. Frank taking his sweet time back there. Probably gave himself an end along this line. He did.
Makes sense.
Looking forward to this one here. You can see everybody just pacing. You hear a lot of fuel saving going on right now.
Don't hear a lot of anything but coasting. So yeah, saving some fuel.
Saving some fuel. Seeing if they can stretch that out. But 115 laps, 42, so it is a 2-stop. Cautions obviously will throw some wrenches into that and give some everybody. They got 5 tires, so they got 4 over the wall, so they got tires for days.
Yeah, and the fall off doesn't seem that bad, so it's a pretty straightforward, just stay out of trouble, stay up front. Wreck Cody.
Where's this pace truck going to dip out of here? Most aggressive turn ever. They are coming to the initial start here. Barney's probably got the flag in the air, getting ready to go. Green is out, and we are off and running here.
Cody got clear really quick.
See Corey Sherman there already moving up a spot. He had a really good send there into turn 1. He's going to move up into 2nd. Jerry Isaac's 3rd, and Kyle Nadeau is in 4th.
Yeah, side by side for 4th place. Side by side is not really something you want to be here. You really want to get it figured out. Get to the preferred racing line. That's much faster than being side by side.
Yeah, here you can see it is Cody Meadows and Justin Horton are side by side battle right now. This is for 5th place. Ooh, up at the front there, looked like Jerry almost got into the back of Corey there. Not really understanding, the braking points just yet. These 2 here still side by side.
Yeah, Cody's wiggly every time he comes out of a corner too. So we know how Cody likes to hit the wall as well.
Up at the front, Cody Richardson still leading the way, has 0.4 of a second lead over Corey Sherman. This is the battle right now for 5th. You can see everybody else is kind of single filed out. In the background, Gary Bowman and Bob Rogerson are battling for 10th place side by side.
Ed with a big send on the outside of back there.
That looks like he went
I
way
think
up
he
to the
paid
wall,
for it.
though.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, looks like everybody for the most part single file except for these 2. They are still side by side.
Cody was really sideways going into that turn. He may lose this spot here because of that. Or he gets that run on the top side.
Yeah, he's getting a big run here, big push. Early battles, 4 laps in. There is an over-under. Oh, they're going to get close. Justin slid up the track there, had to get out of the gas.
That's going to make him single file. And what's Matt doing back there? He don't know.
He's hanging out low here, getting.
I think he got real loose and had to get out of it to not put it in that inside wall.
He's going to settle down, still in 15th position, but up front it is Cody Richardson, now 6/10 of a second lead over Corey Sherman. Corey, last night's winner at Bristol in the Rising Stars Series.
Yeah, and that's another one of those guys you talked about, you know, just kind of showing up later in the season. Corey's, you know, ran here last season, and then all of a sudden this season, about midway through, Corey said, hey, look what I can do, and he's been running up front quite a bit.
Jerry right on his rear bumper, though, so Jerry's starting to get some good runs here. Here's on board with Jerry. Here's some shifting. And that motor is still wrapped out when they're dropping into third.
Yeah, it helps slow you down and rotate the car, but you don't want to do it too fast. That back end will just come out. What I notice in those turns is, Chris, when you ride along, you don't hear a lot of throttle. It's a lot of out of throttle time. So it really is important how you set up the turn, and then when you pick that throttle back up to get out.
Yeah, that's what you're watching. If you get on that throttle too early, you're going to push right up into the wall. Big move there. Was that I think that was Carter. He's going to go all the way down to the wall there, but he got very loose coming out of turn 4.
Yeah, you got to remember, he's kind of teammates with Cody Meadows up there, so they like to get their car crooked before they go fast. They're going to have to bang up some panels and move some stuff around, and then they'll start going fast.
Closing in here, Kyle Nadeau trying to regain third place here from Jerry. Oh, no, Kyle's back where he started. Jerry was second. Reading my timing, scoring wrong.
See Eric in the chat. He is the man down to Man Down Motorsports. Eric, we wish you were here too. We'd already have a caution by now if you were.
Cody may or may not be blaming you if they lose the championship of points and teams. What's going on back here? Oh, there is something going on back here. We got oh, he's in the grass. He's going to come up and get into Paul Turner. Caution is out. Something was happening before that. Paul's car's done.
Yeah, that hit to the wall took it out.
Yeah, that.
Oh, dang.
Man, yeah, we saw Steven Music have to go down to the grass, and then the car just got loose, and he got right in Paul. But something was happening right before that.
That Chris Letts, maybe? It was really slow in the track.
Yeah, that's what it looks like here. Let's see. Oh yeah, Chris Letts super loose, almost sideways. Down there, here you can see Music. It's in the grass, and then oh, that's heavy contact. Crank's gonna get into him as well.
Yeah, I mean Chris did a good job of catching it and trying to get back going, and then the guys behind him just couldn't get checked up fast enough.
Oh, it looks like Crank got loose and into the wall, and then Chris Letts hit the grass sideways. So, oh yeah, all sorts of action there. Bam. That's a heavy hit. Heavy hit there for Paul.
Yeah.
All right,
well, you got a lot of tires. Do you pit?
It doesn't look like they did, so they've already passed. Looks like a few did come down. So Mioke has come down. Obviously, Chris Letts was getting damage repaired. Same with Crank Bell. Steven Music, as well as on pit road, potentially getting some damage repaired. But I think this car is going to be sitting here for a while.
Yeah, it's tough to see for Paul in that championship chase, and gets you know, his night's pretty much ruined by no fault of his own. Yeah,
early in this race, lap at 9. Now Paul might be one where he's going to hang out and see what that damage is going to look like, but I would imagine that's 30 plus minutes easy.
Oh, significant for sure.
All right, we're still trying to see if we can get our cameras to show up.
Can
Mike's probably over there like, why you keep popping up the camera? Nah, it's still not coming in. We'll try some while we're under caution here.
That's a good thing there. He was picking his nose.
I clicked the wrong button. I clicked refresh paints. Everyone's car's white for a minute. It's like it's day one, Mike. Day one.
Brand new.
I wonder if...
Chris is trying to do some IT work in the middle of the broadcast.
Yeah, that's how we do things. Nah, I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. All right. All right, lights are out on that iRacing pace truck. We are getting to go back to green here. Cody Richardson leading the way. He controls the start, right? I forget this every time. Yes, he does.
Okay.
Good jump there for Cody as he is off and running.
Jerry will have that preferred inside line. Nope, still Corey gets to it.
Yeah, it looks like
Corey
Jerry
pushed up hard there.
looked like Jerry might have been anticipating maybe an early break, so he got out of it early. But now, look at this. Kyle Nadeau and Cody Meadows are side by side.
Yeah, and we're 12 laps into this run for most of these guys on these tires, so I figured probably another 5 or so laps, you'll start to see the difference in who's been abusing their tires and who's been taking care of their tires.
Cody Meadows is going to clear Kyle there, so Cody Meadows up 2 spots into 4th position. Crank Bell is down pit road again, heavy damage. I think he got loose one more time. No caution though, but he is back down pit road. Oh, his yellow does come out.
Oh no.
I see Carter Lawson is up really high. I don't see too much damage though on the car. Mioke is there.
Neither car looks beat up.
Yeah. All right. Let's jump back and let's ride with Carter and see if we can see what happens. Oh, Carter might have got a little bit of help there. Looks like Joey Sainz got into him. Able to keep it off the wall though. So
That was a good job by everybody. Everybody got around that. I mean, except for the guy that turned it maybe, but everybody got around that and no damage.
yeah, there you can see the bump there. Especially here where he's spinning right in front of everybody. Able to avoid that. Mioke checks up. Hey, Paul Turner back out on the...
Grass.
He's still wrecked. Did he wreck again?
Was he driving the go-kart track in the middle?
I don't know. Let's see what happened to Paul here. So he's coming out. Oh, no, I think that car is still damaged. Look at the tire there. Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
yeah,
does he get back into the wall? Oh, yeah, he gets back into the wall. So his crew, that's called optional repairs only, Mike.
Yeah, he turned that wheel a little more than it was.
All right. Still, leaders have not come down. Looks like Carter came down. Obviously, going to get a fresh set of tires after getting some help there. Mioke is on pit road. Crank Bell still getting some damage repaired. Oh, he is still on pit road. Steven Music is back out, but almost looked like his car, the suspension wasn't sitting right either there for a second.
Yeah, it looks a little wonky.
It does. It does look that. And then Paul Turner, is he coming back out? I saw tire. No, he's getting damage repaired.
They may not let him yet. He may have more.
He may have required now.
Yeah.
Hey, you didn't listen the first time, so. All right, Mike. 115 down, 100 to go.
There's 115 down?
No, I said 15 down. 100. Did I say 115?
You did.
I might have. Oh, dang! I hit the wrong button again.
Hey, they're all white.
They're all white.
It's all white.
Imagine if that happened, like if they saw that. How many IMs we'd get about trading paints and server issues.
So what do you do with Cody, Chris? what would you do? I mean, you're just content with riding around in his tire tracks?
I don't think content. I think you try to
right
get aggressive here.
Yeah, right as he fires off, just turn left, put him in the wall. You just got to go to the back of the line, but at least he's done.
There we go. Hey, we got Corey's camera up.
Hey, I can see it too.
There he is. Mike, we learned last night that it even moves during pit stops.
Yeah, I was watching the broadcast. I saw it. See, Coleridge agrees. Move him. Coleridge says move him.
You saw me add it to my shopping list?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do the same. I told Elizabeth I was done, but sorry, baby.
No,
Corey made me do it.
It was, yeah, we were done until we saw that, and it was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
All right, they are getting back to side by side. That tells me we are getting ready to get back out of here. Lights are out on that iRacing pace truck. Mioka's back down pit road. Carter's back down pit road. So maybe had a little bit more damage. Longer pit here for Carter. Or just maybe just getting some fuel. Just some fuel there for Carter. And for Mioka. So they're both coming down. But Crank Bell, Paul Turner still sitting on pit road. Well, Crank can't really leave, so.
Yeah, that's tough.
Reminder of those hanging out in the chat, we have pinned it at the top, live timing link, so you can go in, you can see where everybody's running, their sector times, last pit lap, all sorts of data for you hanging out in that live timing link. Coleridge is rooting for his fellow Canadian, Cody Richardson. Yes. Still another good start there for Cody Richardson. Jerry Isaacs with a good run here.
Will he be aggressive enough to hang on to that second spot? He doesn't.
It looked like it.
It's like Corey had a lot of trouble, pushed in too far into that turn one, and then Jerry's going to get underneath.
Oh man, I thought Jerry's going to push up into Cody.
Or Cody was going to come down into Jerry.
Jerry up into second. Here, look at Cody. He's looking around back there. So's Kyle.
He heard Coleridge's call.
What do you think that's? A boot! A boot!
I don't know what a move sounds like. So.
I was saying a boot.
Somebody got some Tim Hortons and Kyle decided he had to go.
No, I was just going to highlight Jeremy Flanagan. He was way up on the wall, but he's our biggest mover right now, up 8 positions into 15th spot. Did not qualify. Slowly moving his way through the field.
It's like Jeremy's running a pretty good line. Must have been passing somebody on the outside. It's hard to stay out of the wall when you run that high line. Coming out of the corner, that wall just sneaks out and grabs you.
See there, Corey on the back bumper of Jerry. Cody Richardson's moved out to a 1.2 second lead here. So once again, he's going to get very little TV time. Whoa!
Oh. Hi, Mom.
That's how close it gets. That's going to open the door here. Cody Meadows is going to get around Corey there. Cody.
Kyle's going to get underneath as well.
Kyle looks like he might try to clear here potentially. Slide job maybe. He's clear.
Oh, no.
Here comes Justin Horton. Now he's going to try to take advantage, but Corey's going to shut the door.
Stop the bleeding. Justin's going to push him off into turn one.
Stan Keene right there in the 85. How about up to the top? Look like Bob or David Rogerson. Justin Horton to the outside now, see what he can get done.
See why I like this track? That's a lot of fun right there.
Lights are on. It is getting sun is setting here.
Like real life.
Mike, I'm going to ask you to take over for just 2 seconds. I got the wife calling me.
1,000.
Mic off.
1,000. Guys, I can't hit a different button, so if Chris left, this is the only battle we get to watch. And it looks like they're spread out a little bit. Corey's kind of recovered. Justin's kind of separated from Dan. They're going to string it out here, just kind of get single file. Interested to see if anybody can run down Cody, because Cody's got a 1.5 second lead now. And as I say that, Justin's going to look under Corey. Looks like Corey let out a little early there, just kind of let him have it, but he's going to get a good run on that top side. Maybe the crossover, thinking about it, it's going to get back in line. Seems Corey may be struggling. See him pushing up there in the middle of the turn.
All right, we're back, sorry. The grandma was asking me if I needed something on my phone, apparently, but wanted to text the entire family to tell me to look at my phone. So they were all thinking an emergency was happening, but it was literally like, hey, look at this stuff, Boise State stuff. Do you want it?
Corey Sherman's struggling. I wonder if he burned off his tires early.
Yeah, he is falling back now, down 4 spots, losing another one here, and David Rogerson right on his back bumper. Here comes Kerry Bowman. Oh, has to check up a little bit.
Amanda says Corey's not a fan of this track. Well, Amanda, turn around and tell him he's overdriving the entry, and that's why he's dropping back so far, because he burned off his front tire.
Oh, can we see that live?
If he flips us off, we'll know he heard it.
Yeah, throw something at him. We got it up on the camera. Go throw something at him and say you're overdriving it. Steven Music is back down pit road. Paul Turner is back out on the track. We're leaving this camera up until something gets thrown at him. I can see, I see movement in the background.
Yep, she's waving.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't. All right, I'm gonna turn that off. Mike has a habit of just really inspecting the backgrounds. Gary Bowman to the inside here. Our Dave Sanders is moving up. Actually, Dave Sanders is up 4 spots. There's Paul Turner. They put a nose back on it.
Did they fix the wheel though? That's the question.
It looks like it. I think Dave Sanders just got into the wall big time too, coming out of the corner. Maybe not big time, but enough that it slowed down his momentum that he had.
These cars are pretty tough, but if you haven't put in enough practice here, that top line, I'm telling you, it's tough to run it properly with a lot of speed and not smack the ball.
All right, now I have to do my little thing here. So earlier today there was a over/under on how many laps before a caution came out, maybe because of the 24. I put the under of 5. I want to come out and say I apologize, because here is Matt Hall, lap 28, up a position in 14th. Still rolling strong here.
Did Matt cost you money?
I did. Just bet of pride.
Huh. No loonies or toonies, huh?
Oh, Andy Cork is off the track. Oh, he's still sliding around. He's still mowing the grass.
There it is. Oh, that thing's beat up, so he's having a hard time just going straight.
Yeah, I think he's got heavy damage. He is coming down pit road. Let's go look and see what happened to Andy Cork here. Oh, it already happened.
It's already broken.
Already broken. Never mind then. All right. Look at this up at the front. 1.5 second lead. Cody Richardson. Jerry giving chase and Cody Meadows in third. It's pretty single file at this point.
Yeah, it's and Cody is out to a 1.5 seconds, but he's not pulled away like we've seen him do. We've seen him check out 5-6 seconds. That gap's kind of stayed the same.
Yeah, he's kind of just rolling right there. Last lap, Jerry was only 0.2 of a second back.
Would he be mad if I slipped and hit the black flag button?
Maybe.
Drive-through penalty, maybe?
Just say we wanted to spice it up a little bit.
Yeah. Back to the front challenge.
Dave Sanders starting to fall backwards here, but made some progression. Now he's rolling back. There's Joey Sainz right behind him. How about Joey Sainz? Fresh on this track, very little practice, up 5 positions, is in 13th spot right now.
Yeah, folks, we were watching him in practice, and I don't know that he got one clean lap. So it's pretty impressive to see him out here with a clean car still.
He's biding his time, easy on the throttle and everything. His caution is out on the track.
Oh, that's a big one. I don't know if it's a big one, but a lot of people checked up for it.
Ooh, 70.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
yeah.
All right, now I think our leaders will be coming down. Lap 32, so we're going to stay on this, and then we will go back and see what brought out our caution. As we saw, looked like Jeremy Flanagan and Carter Lawson both pointing the wrong direction.
Yeah, because you can make it on 2 more stops from here.
100%. One more stop after this, actually, I think.
Or 2 more runs. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes.
2 more segments.
All right, here they come, taking the road down. Cody Meadows going to try to give Jerry a speeding penalty.
Wants him to scoot up to Cody Richardson.
Oh, that's not the one I want. That's the one I want. There they go. Andy Cork is a lap down. He's going to stay out, but they are all coming down pit road.
The 72 was already in the pit, so he's going to go a lap down.
There's Crank Bell's ghost car.
That's weird.
It's because I hit refresh while he was in pit road. Oh, that's not the, I don't want that one either. Let's go to this one, maybe? No, how about this one? There we go. Has a good view. And then as they race off pit lane, we'll go to a new camera.
I can tell you, this is one of those pit lanes. For some reason, these pit boxes seem a little slick. I had the tendency to almost slide through, so.
Richardson. Looks like Cody Meadows is going to beat Jerry off of pit road. Kyle's going to drop back to 6th place. So a little bit of some positions at play there, but let's go back. Let's see what brought out the caution. Here is Jeremy Flanagan, Carter Lawson. They are side by side.
72 drifted the corner.
Oh yeah, got loose and got right into Jerry. Whoa, look at that. Paul was nervous right there. He was scared.
Yeah, so scared.
Yeah, you can see Carter's underneath. 72 is going to get loose, slide, and then just clips Carter. Minimal contact. I mean, that could have been a lot worse for Carter. Kind of hit the quarter panel and not just nose first. Paul up in the front, going to get a wave around, but it'll be Cody Richardson, Cody Meadows. So battle of Cody on the front rows. Then it'll be the battle of the Jays. Jerry Isaac and Justin Horton will be starting in row 2. Daniel Keenan, Kyle Nadeau, row 3. Corey Sherman, Gary Bowman, row 4. And David Rogerson and Dave Sanders will be your top 10 for this restart here. 3rd caution of the night.
Yeah, you know, and speaking of Paul, this is exactly why he keeps coming back out, because you never know what's going to happen. He's 16 laps down. I show him music at 12 laps down, and then Andy Cork at 3 and Jeremy Flanagan at 2. So plenty of time. Paul can pick up spots with this damaged car. Try to keep himself in this championship chase. It's not fun to do, though, Chris. That's not fun.
That is not fun at all. Look at the look. Is there rain clouds in the background?
Bring out the windshield wipers.
Is it? I just looked at my watch too to understand exactly what.
Notice how red the sky is. That's from Canada.
100%.
All right, Chris, now I got to take a pause. My dogs are going crazy, so I'll be right back.
You'll be right back. All right, lights are out. Paul's going to get that wave around. Front row will be the Cody and Cody show. Cody Meadows and Cody Richardson. Cody Richardson will control the start. Down the backstretch.
This is the best part of the race right here.
The slow caution of pacing.
Yeah.
They're off to a better start than last night, tell you what.
So if you look at those signs back there, it says I-70. You can take I-70 all the way to my house. Come on over.
He's got turkey hot dogs ready to go.
Turkey? What? What? I don't even like hot dogs.
All right. That's blasphemy. Pace truck is off. Back to the restart code camera here. Cody Richardson controls the start.
Jalapeno cheddar brats. Cody did get out to a really, really good run.
Yeah, I thought Jerry was going to have a run there on Cody Meadows, but he's going to get out of it early there, still just saving some tires. How about Daniel Keene to the inside of Kyle Nadeau? He is going to clear and put him into 5th place.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if, like, Corey pushes his way back up front. Up. But
well, he's going to get pushed and come back up. Oh, huge hit there.
Bet you can't rewind his in-car.
Oh, the rig camera? Yeah, no caution, though.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, this is going to be a long way, but yeah, he got some help there. Let's look. Is he throwing anything? I mean, that wheel is sideways.
Yeah, that car is sideways. I mean, you can see it looking at the car.
Now we just wanted to hit. You think one end of the rig is like up a little bit to give it that perception? Oh, he's jumping the grass.
He's doing this just for you.
All right, I think he took the toe there. Unable to get it down pit road, but I think he got a little bit of help there, but no caution. But back up at the front, right where he's been, 1.3 seconds in the lead is Cody Richardson, and it is single file behind him. It's a tight single file, but they're all right there on top of each other. Ooh, looks like Cody Meadows pushed up right there, Mike, and that almost opened up the door for Kyle with a run here off the corner.
I mean, didn't Cody Meadows have that really good pit stop? So he's dropped back quite a bit since we restarted here.
Yeah, he went from 2nd back to 5th place. Looks like it almost, to me, feels like Kyle's just kind of biding his time right now and saving tires. He knows, looks like he's got the pace, but just not pressing it right now.
Yeah, it's really hard to pass at this place when everybody's got fresh tires. You've got to wait until everybody's tires fall off, save yours, and then you can just kind of drive through. But you wait too long, that 64 is just going to check out, and you're not going to be able to catch it.
Now, Jerry is kind of cutting into that lead. It was 1.3. It is down to 1.1 now, so Jerry is kind of hanging out right there. Put a lot of practice in at this track.
Because he's got the power. It says it on the side of his car.
You like the 90s? I got the power.
E-Man.
No.
Yep.
I'm thinking the song.
Oh.
Not the cartoon, Grandpa.
I have the... That's probably the 80s.
Yeah, that was pre-me. Although I was born in the 80s, but kind of mid-80s, so therefore I didn't really watch He-Man.
Fun fact, He-Man was created by Mattel Toys, the cartoon, because they wanted to sell the toy.
Oh, you've been watching that, the Toys That Shaped Us on Netflix.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. Just like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Transformers. All right, Kyle Nadeau down 2 spots in 6th position. Lead starting to grow just a little bit. Jerry is holding on. He does have Justin Horton right behind him. How about that? Justin Horton, Daniel Keene up in the top 5. Daniel Keene, a Division III driver. Best running right now Division III driver, up in 4th.
Yeah, his closest competition for his division is back in 9th with Bob Rogerson. So good points night for Dan. Is he in the playoffs? I don't remember.
Yeah, he is in the playoffs. Division III, Daniel Keene. Yep, he is in the playoffs. Right now, Jeremy Flanagan with Division III is he's going to have some work to do. And Paul Turner, both drivers in Division III are out. Corey Sherman with that damage. So Division III here, not having a good time at this race here tonight. That's really going to shake it up for next week when you think here. And Paul Turner too. See, David Rogerson right now is the only Division III driver in the playoffs, and Daniel Keene. So just those two that are having a good run.
Yeah, is Paul still on track, or is he back in the pits?
He's still on track, so he can potentially pass Jeremy Flanagan. So that's why he wanted to get that damage repaired. I think that's why they're all sticking in the pits here and working that damage to come back out and gain points where they can. And Carter Lawson's going to get around Chris Letts back here, so pass for 15th. Carter's had a rough night.
The paint job.
It's time to freshen it up again.
Yeah, don't tell Kyle that.
Ed Jurgen's going to get around David Rogerson there.
Moves Ed up tonight.
Chris Letts has gotten back around Carter Lawson. These two are just alternating 15th back here.
Didn't they wreck each other before?
No.
That was Frank. Yeah. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Jerry here is pulled away a little bit from Justin Horton. He's up 1.5 seconds, and Justin Horton all of a sudden's got Daniel Keene on his back bumper. Cody Meadows is right there. Oh, that's close.
Yeah, we're right at that 15-lap mark on this run on these tires, and that's where I noticed, when we were running last week and in NIS, that's where the fall-off started to show itself.
More importantly, those of you watching it on the live timing, you saw there, Jerry had it within a second at one point, and it's fallen back now to 1.1, but it is right there, so Jerry is starting to close in. But those two are pulling away as they're battling right here. Now Daniel Keene unable to get it done, and Cody Meadows is potentially going to look to the outside.
These guys better watch out. Our largest mover of the race is coming. He's right there behind Kyle, and he's just methodically working his way up to the front.
And Dave Sanders, slowly but surely, as we are lap 48 coming to 49. Cody Richardson still leading the way, but you can see right there in the background, there it is, that yellow Chevrolet of Jerry Isaacs, 1.1 seconds back.
You think Cody ever gets bored? Not here by himself.
He's probably got like Ace of Base or some music on.
No, he's watching a musical.
Is that the go-to?
That's what he's doing.
Their last lap, Cody Richardson, Jerry Isaacs, 87 by 2/100ths of a second. Let's see what this one does. Here's the timing will reset. 6/100ths of a second. So Jerry is keeping pace, but right here, I mean, you could throw a blanket over cars battling. There, Cody Meadows is going to go wide. That's going to open the door here. He's going to potentially lose 2 positions.
There'd be more by the time it's said and done. Just you lose so much momentum.
Oh, he was able to pull it back down. Had a big run with that outside. He's down to the inside of Daniel Keene.
That was a little wiggly shift in there.
Joey Sainz up on the back bumper. Joey Sainz up 6 positions now, up into 12th.
Joey probably has an entire 51 laps of practice on this track, and those are the 51 laps we've ran here tonight.
100%, that's what it is. Still a tight racing group here. Cody Richardson's pulled back out to 1.5, so Jerry here has had a couple bad turns, probably, that's kind of pulled him back a couple bad laps. As the gap is now about 0.2 a second, or 0.2 a lap now is the difference.
Yeah, but these guys, I mean, really, with one more pit stop coming, just stay in touch with Cody and sit out there and ride. You've got, especially Jerry, you've got enough of a lead. There's no need to put yourself at risk yet.
Trying to keep Kyle behind him. Corey Sherman has come back out on the track, so he's able to get the car repaired after that contact. Let's see if they fix the tire, though. Looks like it.
Yeah, they look like they're pointing in the same direction.
Try to salvage some points here. Still a long way to go in this race, so a lot of things can still happen.
Yeah, Corey's showing 14 lap down. Now Paul's passed Andy Cork, so Paul's 16 laps down. Paul's definitely gained some spots since he came back out.
Yeah, so that's kind of the battle with the race within the race, if you will. Corey Sherman going to try to stay ahead from a lap perspective of Paul Turner. Make the work be Paul Turner and Jeremy Flanagan next week. Pretty mellow here. Joey Sainz still on this back bumper, though, of David Rogerson. Can he get it done here to the inside?
These old tires, you need the entire track. It's hard to pass here.
Looks like he is going to potentially. Yes, he is. He is going to clear. That is going to tie him with Dave Sanders for largest movers of the race. More importantly, though, that's all one team there. Jerry Isaacs, Dave Sanders, Joey Sainz. I think David Rogerson's actually on that team, so that might have been some teamwork there to let him go by.
David or Bob?
Maybe it's Bob.
I think it's Bob.
Let me look. It's Bob. So if I was David, I would have wrecked him.
The 24th, yeah.
Matt Hall riding the wall there. It's not Bristol.
Martinsville.
Darlington. He's still up 2 spots in 13th position, though, so.
Oh, he saw that the wall didn't work, so now he's going to run all the way at the bottom and see if that's any better.
Yeah, I heard him going all the way to the bottom, 1 and 2 is not where you want to be either, though.
No, you want to kind of stay a lane up. You can see that there's that seam in 1 and 2. You want to put your left sides on that. Treat that as the apron. That's as low as you want to go. You kind of lose banking in that bottom lane.
Looked like Cody Meadows was looking to the inside there of. Almost thought we were going to lose iRacing there for a second, but it stayed with us. Here's a look back from Dan Keene, Cody Meadows, Kyle Nadeau, Dave Sanders, Gary Bowman, all right there. Look at the run off the corner that Meadows gets here. He is going to look to the inside this time. Oh, they're going to get into it. Oh, he's going to slow it down. Is he going to? He is going to catch it.
Watch out, guys. He's trying.
He's slowing up.
He's pretty slow.
He's pretty slow, but he's getting it back up and rolling. No caution.
Holy cow. That's the second one tonight we've seen like that.
That was close. You could see, I mean, we were watching Cody Meadows side drafting, and then just a little bit too much, and it just pulled that around. Kyle Nadeau is on pit road. What lap is this?
They're 25 laps into this run, so I don't know why. Lap 60, I don't know, do the math. Still 55 laps to go.
Oh, wait, maybe, though. I think he might be forced here. I think he's got damage. Where's a better camera? Is that not? Oh yeah, he said hello. Yep, and they just had to.
Yeah, I saw that wheel go straight.
Yep. So that was what brought Kyle down there. Looked like he got into a wall. Might have been trying to avoid there. And then And yeah, here comes Daniel Keene. He's going to come down pit road, get some fresh tires with that spin there. How about Dave Sanders up into the top 5, Mike, up 9 spots, working Gary Bowman right now.
Or is Gary working him?
You know, nope. Gary was working him.
Tell you, the guy I'm impressed with, 9th place, Joey Sainz. Never saw the track before today. Running in the top 10.
Officially now the biggest mover of the race.
He's got that crocodile on his car.
Dave Sanders is kind of sliding back here now. Ed Jurgen is right on the back bumper.
Kyle still in the pits. Now 3 laps down.
Yeah, so even though we saw that tire pop out, that might be still some heavy damage here. He's probably not in the best of moods. Daniel Keene's coming back out. We see him on the bottom of the track there. If you're Corey Sherman, though, and you're thinking about Division III points here and trying to make Michigan not be too stressful on yourself, what is Daniel Keene is 2 laps down, Corey Sherman 4. Okay, never mind. Never mind.
Still time, though. Anything can happen.
That's true. Still some time here. Yep, here's Dave Sanders. He is falling back. Ed Jurgen's going to get around. That's probably going to open the door here. Mioch to the inside. Ooh, almost pushed up there. Had to get out of the gas.
All down low, just staying out of the way. Here comes Kyle.
He's coming out of pit road now. Up at the front, top 3 are kind of boring a little bit almost, if you will. Cody Richardson leading the way. As we'll work through our top 5 here. So Cody Richardson is leading the way. He has got a 1.5 second lead over Jerry Isaacs in that number 51. Up 2 positions in 3rd position is Justin Horton. Justin Horton's got a 3-second lead over 4th place Cody Meadows. Real lucky a caution didn't come out there because he might have had some work to do. And then a second back is Gary Bowman right now in your top 5. We'll keep powering through top 10. Ed Jurgen's going to be in 6th place. He's 1.5 seconds back from Gary Bowman. There is Mioch up 2 spots in the top 10 in 7th position. Got around Dave Sanders, who's kind of on a downward spiral right now in 8th place. Here's your largest mover of the race. We were just talking about him, Joey Sainz. He's looking to gain another position here, going to get underneath Dave Sanders. So Dave Sanders is potentially cooked these tires. So Dave now is in 9th position, and then David Rogerson back here is going to round out your top 10. But he's starting to get some pressure as well, as you see Matt Hall and Carter Lawson right behind him.
Tell you what, seeing Joey move forward, we know we watch him on Wednesday nights. Joey's really good at saving tires. I think that may be helping him here this evening. Just
Yeah, he's
being
got
patient.
Go ahead. I apologize. That's me.
What happened?
I cut you off. I was saying he's got really good long run speed.
Yeah, and the same. Being patient, and it brings everybody back to him. Of course, if you ever sit and talk to Joey while he's racing, he's anything but patient.
He is anything but patient. Speaking of patience running thin, here comes Gary. But I'm going to say patience running thin. It sounds like he's in an aggressive mode. But Gary Bowman closing in on Cody Meadows here. Battle for 4th place is heating up. You can see on the track map there, top 3 have just checked out at this point.
Yeah, we don't like those guys.
No.
They're all
Check
getting
in.
cutbacks.
Well, maybe just 2 of them. We'll let Justin Horton. Although he's got he's got a crocodile on his car too.
No, that's what Kyle says, so I just go with Kyle.
Mioch is gapped a little bit here from Joey, but he is starting to put some pressure here on Ed Jurgen. So 33, Mike, we're on 68, so that's what, 35 laps, so about 7 to 8 laps we should be seeing our potential next round of pit stops. Closing in.
Yeah, I mean, it has a feeling of just going green, so if I were these guys, I'd just split this run directly in half. I don't know what lap that would be because I'm not going to do that kind of math, but they can. But split it in half as best I can and get out and just keep going. But at the same time, I know from experience, you know, you put fresh tires on these cars, this track, it gets pretty loose.
Well, I think if the fuel runs 43, you're going to want to at least get to 72 then. So I think we'll probably see everybody try to run the tank out. So probably lap 75 is going to be my guess. We'll start seeing them come down. Gary Bowman closing right in on Cody Meadows there. Early shift into fourth. It's almost like he's full throttle, fourth, fifth gear, and then quickly into fourth.
Gary should just give him a little bump. See what happens.
Nobody has still made the pass though in that little cutout right there, and they're disappointed.
These guys aren't very adventurous. We thought they were cool, Chris.
No, they fooled us.
Not really. I knew.
So the two battles right now on the track are essentially battle for fourth between Cody Meadows and Gary Bowman, and then Meoke and Ed Jurgen here battle for sixth.
Ed pushed up there. Meoke got a good look underneath.
Ooh, he's wiggling too, though. Had to get out of it a little bit, it looks like.
Send it into the corner and slide job.
I think Ed might have let him have it here. That's going to put Meoke, the caboose, into sixth position. 2-second lead, Mike.
Black flag. I got the button right there. I'm looking at it.
Hey, we'll see. Hey, one thing, I think I saw Cody and Jerry probably do it, but a lot of these drivers, Mike, during the practice, as we were getting everything set up, I didn't see a lot of green flag simulated pit stop runs.
Yeah, and coming into this pit lane's a little, I mean, like any other track, it's a little wonky. You know, if you haven't practiced it, you don't know where that lift and brake point is and how to get down into that pit lane properly. It could cause problems.
Yeah, we were talking to Jerry there, and he was saying coming in, old tires, that wall comes up very quickly.
It does, and the pit lane's super skinny. So if you're not dead on, if your car's not under control, it's pretty easy to put it into that outside, inside, middle wall. The barrels.
The barrels right there, yep, and that set of tires. So I think we're getting close here. Lap 74, as we've been looking at the front, Gary Bowman was able to get around Cody Meadows.
And if you're one of these top four guys, don't you want to come in before Cody does, top three?
Potentially, even if you're Gary here, you got to think Gary Bowman is 6 seconds back on Justin Horton. So you want to start working this, but it's close on the fuel right now, I think, if I'm doing the math correctly. Math is hard. 43 laps, so they're only a couple laps to the good right now, but I do think we'll start to see some people in. As here we go. Speaking of coming in, Meoke is going to be the first one to come down. Does he start the trend?
He's got it checked up pretty good. You can always tell the guys that are a little out of control. They pushed out to that grass on that access road.
He's going to get it slowed down, but he's going to be the first one on pit road. See anybody else biting just yet. Daniel, that's Chris Letts right there, but he's a lap down. He's coming in. Gary Bowman is coming down. Ed Jurgen in the background. Ooh, he's gone. He looked like he was going pretty fast right there. All right, nobody wants to get hit with a speeding penalty at this point. We stay clean and green. This is everybody's last pit stop. Looks like top three are going to stay out. Cody Meadows is going to stay out. Some of these drivers back here, I get they're trying to be a little bit more safe on fuel, but I might have come down. Carter Lawson, Dave Sanders. You think everyone's just worried about a caution coming out during a pit stop?
I mean, we've seen it a ton, so yeah, absolutely.
He's everybody's scared. They're all going to make an agreement. We all come down together.
Yeah. Just wait till Kyle pits and then go 2 more laps.
That essentially is kind of the theory there. All right, Bob Rogerson is on pit road. Jerry, Justin, and Cody are going to stay out. Cody Meadows is going to stay out. With those pace laps, few of them here are able to stretch it a little bit further than I thought they would.
Yeah, I'm surprised, second and third place haven't come yet. Trying to get a little bit of jump on Cody. Okay, so that's what I was watching. So Stephen Meoch's last lap was a 34.7. Cody Richardson's a second slower at a 35.6. So just goes to show 1 lap on those tires can make up, a second of ground on the racetrack.
Yeah, here comes Cody Meadows, so he's coming in. See Gary Bowman going around him on those fresh tires, so he's going to have a little bit longer lasting tires here, but Cody Meadows is on pit road.
Really hot there, about putting it outside.
Uh-oh. Matt
Got it going.
Yeah, got it going, but whoo, those nervous moment. You wonder if he was trying to come down pit road, maybe.
Missed it. Yep, come in too hot, hit that grass.
Oh, yeah, that was close. And here come the leaders. They're all coming down pit road. So Cody, Jerry, Justin are on pit road. Joey's going to stay out.
Bonus point.
I don't think this lap, but potentially next lap. Yeah, no, Cody was already ahead of him. Carter's going to stay out. Dave Sanders is on pit road.
How patient Ed can be here on these fresh tires. Joey's coming in this time. He cut to that bottom.
Yeah, he got down there pretty quick. So here comes Joey Sainz. Now, he did not practice this at all.
Yeah, he looks to be going a lot slower than Matt was, though, so he was able to get that access road.
He was able to get it down there. Everybody else is on pit road. Oh, Matt Hall missed his box right there. Just saw that. Wanted to call that out. All right, Carter is going to get a bonus point, though, for leading a lap. But when this cycles back around, it will be Cody Richardson, 5-second lead over Jerry. Justin Horton looks like he's cut into that here a little bit, and Gary Bowman has cut in. Remember, it was a 6-second lead or gap that Gary had, and, I mean, he is right on Justin's back bumper now as Carter's going to come in, but here it is. Look at Gary Bowman. He caught right up to this group, and Justin Horton caught right up to Jerry, so struggling a little bit there for Jerry. Oh, Jerry was almost a second and a half longer of a pit stop than Cody Richardson.
Yeah, Gary Bowman's was a 13.9, so his was really fast as well. Jerry had a really slow one. I wonder if Jerry slid through a little and had to back up.
He might have. I mean, that's a long stop there. Now it's kind of gapped out to where Cody Richardson, 5-second lead, working Leroy Kolbenitz here, about to go a lap down.
Somebody wrecked the guy. I don't want to listen to him talk.
I'm making you do the driver interview now. All right, so battle here. Kind of here, but you see Jerry there right on the back bumper of Matt Hall. I think Jerry and Matt didn't know which way they were going there for a second.
Yeah, Matt was just trying to get out of the way, and Jerry was just trying to get by. These guys have pulled away from Gary a little bit.
Yeah, they kind of separated that gap there. Now, Gary is on 4-lap older tires than them right now, so he might be maybe more tire save mode. Gary's kind of one of those where he does fade back and saves those tires, and then all of a sudden with about 10 to go, he'll start rolling his way back through, but you don't want him to get that gap to be too big.
Yeah, you gotta hate too big of a gap.
Yes. Oh, mind the gap.
Mind the gap.
Mind the gap. That pit stop there, Mike, though, pretty much spread this entire field out at this point. So it's just save your tires, get a run here, hit your marks. But everyone is pretty spread out, minus Jerry and Justin and Cody Meadows and Ed Jurgen. As Cody Richardson just put in the fastest first sector of the lap, so he is pressing at this point.
Yeah, it's just in his rhythm and picking him up, putting him down.
See if he can get a fastest lap here. Nope, he's going to miss it by 2/100. Swat whack. Cody Meadows and Neok battle for 5th place.
What you're saying is we need a yellow flag.
Just say your dog slept on the keyboard again.
Well, these guys, we've seen them race stuff. They may be able to accomplish that for us.
They might be able to. Cody Meadows to the inside, Neok to the outside. Looks like Neok's going to let him go by, tuck in behind him, try to get the run off the corner. Cody Meadows now up a spot. How about Joey Sainz, though, still in the top 10, up 9 spots. Also still the biggest mover of the race, currently in 9th position.
Yeah, Joey's having a really, really good night for, again, we'll say it again, you know, a guy that just now saw the track. This is his first experience on the track, and being able to run up here in 9th is pretty impressive.
Yeah, I'd have been in the wall 19 times.
Yeah, I'd have wrecked it 88 laps ago.
More importantly, Corey Sherman still has the lap gain on Paul Turner, so setting himself up for next week in a pretty nice fashion.
Yeah, those guys are running pretty close to the same times, too, though. They're not too far off the pace either, so both cars aren't terrible.
Looks like they've settled in. Let's go back through our top 10 after that round of green flag pit stops, as we are narrowing in and closing in on 25 laps to go. Basically has led every lap except for a few under those pit stops there, but Cody Richardson leading the way, has a 6-second lead over Jerry Isaacs. Jerry here trying to hold on to 2nd place, has a 1-second lead over 3rd place Justin Horton, who's up 2 spots. Gaining away, and then here comes Gary Bowman, is up 4 spots. See what he can do here with these fresh tires late in the run. Currently in 4th, Cody Meadows, 2.5 seconds back, is in 5th place. Behind Cody Meadows and falling back to about a 2nd gap here is going to be Neok. 1.3 seconds back will be Ed Jurgen. Dave Sanders is about 9.5 seconds back, though, in 8th place, up 6 spots, and trying to hold on to that with Joey Sainz here, 1.7 seconds back in 9th. And Carter Lawson, who has spun around a few times, though, Mike, here he is, rounding out your top 10.
Yeah, you know, if Carter's in front of you, you're having a really bad night. He seems to do this on a regular basis, though. Not spin out, but he seems to be not good at the beginning of a race, and then all of a sudden at the end, you know, you will see him creeping back up into the top 10, top 5.
Yeah, kind of settles himself down.
That's how Carter's got his way all the way to where he is in the championship standings as well.
Don't got to be there at the start, just got to be there at the end. What's going on here? Dave Sanders is starting to get some pressure here. Joey Sainz has closed this gap up pretty quick. Down to within half a second, 24 laps to go. Teammates here, though, so I would wonder if Joey's got the pace, does Dave Sanders let him go by?
When he sees that crocodile coming, he'll let him go.
Pretty much the closest 2 cars on the track right now for position. Oh, Dave Sanders almost in the wall again. Also looking at the timing, Justin Horton is kind of closing in on Jerry just a little bit, kind of flirting with under a second, then it's back to a second. About a tenth a lap faster was Justin Horton on the last lap.
Last lap, he was the fastest car on the track, so he was faster than our leader as well.
So he is in full press mode right now. It's not one Gator car, it's the other one. Let's see this last lap here. Exact lap with Jerry there, 34.9 to a 34.9, 22 laps to go. Can't even see Cody Richardson on this wide camera view anymore.
That's good.
Here's Cody. Here's Cody. Spotter view. Might be the only way we can see Jerry. Where do we see? Oh, there you see Jerry way in the background. Yep. Picking up the laps and putting them down. Joey Sainz has kind of got within 7/10 of Dave Sanders here, and that's stalled out.
Yeah, old tires, dirty air. You need, clean air in your racetrack to run your line in your lap. So you catch up to somebody. It's not easy to pass.
Justin Horton is closing in. It was down to 7/10 of a second there on the backstretch.
To go. It's time to push.
Be there on the Battlebacks, 0.8. Closing in. So Jerry just trying to hold on for these 20 laps. You start to wonder, did Justin save something in the tires? Did Jerry push early, or is Jerry saving a little bit right now for a defensive push here towards the end? I make it sound like, Mike, like I know how to do that. No clue.
Yeah, no, I just...
Tires are tires.
Yep. I just drive, and if he passes me later, then I try not to hit him.
It seems like a challenge.
Yes.
So it's kind of stalled out here as well. Joey Sainz is falling back from Dave. So it's kind of a lot of accordion here. It looks like Justin Horton's got a really good 3 and 4. He can close the gap there. He's going to get a run off the corner here. See if he can get it down to half a second. Any draft help here? Very minimal.
I mean, there is towards the end of the straightaway, but it's really the center of the turn and then off the corner. If you can get that run off the corner is really where your speed comes in.
Yeah, Jerry with a much better exit on that one there than Justin. Falls back to 6/10 of a second. Here's where Justin's getting him every time. It's like this time Jerry's going to get 3 and 4 down. Justin's going to be slower. Oh, Justin's going to push here, though.
Yeah, go back and check that Joey Sainz, Dave Sanders. It looks like they're pretty close to each other on track. Of course, my track map may be, not as close as it looked on my little track map.
7/10 of a second here battle between these two. Now some battles are starting to tighten up as well. Mio, I think, is either Ed Jurgens closing in on him as well. Maybe it's the other way. Where's Mio? No, yeah, Ed Jurgen is closing in on Mio as well. Ooh, Joey Sainz has got a run here. It's under half a second now.
And now it's over a half.
Yeah, Dave had a really good 3 and 4 there. Something happened heading in. Joey's in full send mode. He's going to push up here. That's going to cost him a couple tenths.
Oh, Dave got sideways.
Whoa!
Turn. These guys are trying to give us something to watch, Chris.
I appreciate it. Joey's going to make the pass, yeah.
So up to 8th place for Joey Sainz.
Again, that might have been...
Back. It's pretty impressive.
That is impressive. Teammates there, so you wonder if David just saying, I got nothing. It's sliding away on me. You take it. $15 to go. Battle still here as they're working through traffic. Gary able to navigate it. Justin looks like he's not getting held up too much by the traffic.
Oh, Justin pushed up really bad there in 1 and 2. Maybe he's trying to run that high line. I'm not sure. We saw that earlier.
Not helping him if he is.
Nope.
Cody Meadows is now within a second of Gary Bowman here. 14 laps to go. Did the 8 save something late in this run and try to get up into 4th position?
Gary's got 3-lap pressure tires, so Cody would have had to save a lot. It's a grocery store around here, Chris. Save a lot.
Cody's got 3-lap pressure tires. Is that what you said?
No, I think I said it backwards, but you're correct.
All right, Jerry's going to get around David Rogerson here. Now how fast can Justin Horton get around David Rogerson?
Dave kind of sent it in the turn there. I'm sure Jerry was looking in the mirror going, no, don't hit me, don't hit me.
No. Justin Horton's going to get a run. Nope. Has to tuck in behind here. Oh, that was close.
Just a little bit.
Some drivers may want the caution. You don't want to be the caution.
And it's not like be the ball.
Cody Meadows, 0.6 of a second, closing in.
11 to go. Does he have enough time?
See, there's Paul Turner. He's going to get out of the way. Pulls way down off the track for him. He knows it was not his battle.
Yeah, that's a classy move right there.
It is 0.4 of a second.
Paul may be parking it. Paul may have decided he can't gain any more spots with Corey Sherman out there running it. He's had enough of this nonsense.
Yeah, I don't think he can he lose any to Andy Cor? I don't think he can, because I think Andy has put it on the hauler potentially, right?
Yeah, Andy's 50 laps behind Paul.
Yeah, Andy's way back there as well, so. Here we go, 10 laps to go. Battle heating up right now for 4th place. Up at the front, though, Cody Richardson still with a 6.5, or now almost a 7-second lead over Jerry. Jerry holding on to an 0.8 of a second lead over Justin Horton. But the battle right now is 4th.
I'm looking at the track map. Cody Richardson could possibly put the 10th place car a lap down. He's not too far behind him. He gone. He's checked out. Carter's just now going into the turn right there in front of Cody.
That's Chris Letts.
In front of Chris Letts, his car.
Oh, there he is. I see it.
Seen it.
9 to go. Coming to 8 to go. This time by. Dave Sanders is going to get it back around Joey Sainz. You start to wonder, did Joey Sainz fall apart here late in the run? And now Joey's going to try to go back for it.
I mean, your teammates might as well have some fun.
See, Davis said hello to a wall once or twice.
Yeah, that render, I was thinking the same thing. It looks a little flat. Cody's there.
Yeah, Cody is right there. 0.4 of a second. And we got more races back here, too. Inside, battle the Rogersons.
Rogerson on Rogerson Prime.
Leroy's right there, so he can take advantage of it. But, yeah, 4th place battle. Cody is right there. This is right in front of him, too.
Yeah, these guys want those guys to get it sorted out before they get to them.
Cody's going to miss the entry there. See if he can get a run off the corner, though. Had it down. He is going to get a run down to 0.2 of a second.
Yeah, I think he tried to diamond that corner so he could get that run down that straightaway. That's really where the speed is getting a run down the straightaway.
Like he was going to look there. 6 to go.
One of those tracks you need to set up your pass in the next turn and the turn before.
He's just kind of hanging out right now. Needs to find a spot here. Needs to find an opportunity. Gonna get another run here. I just don't think he's close enough coming off the corner. He's going to look to the inside, though.
Yeah, you just do that in hopes that the guy in front of you is driving in his mirror and you mess him up.
Ooh, he went way to the top there. So did Gary.
Kind of moved up too, yeah.
They're within 10. Blocking is legal.
Oh, Gary sent it.
I think that's going to open the door. Yep.
Gary's going to hold him down.
Oh, they're going to go door to door. No, they're going to.
We saw this movie before already.
Cody trying to work the side draft there. Gets just too close. Gets into him. They're going to reset and do it one more time. We did see this movie earlier. Three to go. Cody Richardson still leading the way. 7-second lead. Jerry's got a 2.5-second lead over Justin now. So top three feel pretty comfortable with where they're at. So all eyes here are on this battle. And if Cody Richardson saw what was going on, he'd be like, guys, figure it out. Let's not get another caution here.
Yeah, you got to wonder if these guys, how their cars are driving out, because Cody Meadows went nose first into that wall.
A little bit of wiggle there off the corner, trying to get the power down. He's looking to the inside. With 2 to go. Oh, my goodness.
I thought he was going to do it.
Thought so, too. I thought we had a Puntaruno coming. That might have been it. That might have been the chance. I mean, he's closing in once again.
Yeah, he's going to try it one more time. He's going to run this high entry. He's going to diamond it down. Try to get the run down the back stretch. Oh, they've got lap traffic coming up too. Gary's going, get out of the way, guys. Get out of the way.
Here goes Cody Richardson going across the line for his final lap. But all eyes are here. Cody Meadows and Gary Bowman. Cody with another run.
And this lap traffic could hinder this race here. Gary gets underneath. He could kind of trap Cody behind. As Cody Richardson just crossed the line to win the race, by the way.
Oh, did he? Oh, Cody's going to get it. Cody Meadows hits the wall. Jerry Isaacs across second, but we're watching this battle. It's going nowhere. There's Jerry. There is Justin. Here we go.
Oh, Cody's in the wall again.
Cody's in the wall. Gary Bowman is going to hold on to fourth as we were watching that battle. Race winner, Cody Richardson. That's what happens when you get too far of a lead. Fireworks are going off in the background. We're trying to watch.
Yeah, we don't care.
Now we got to play the game of find everybody. I think we have got everybody up in the room. Look at them all parking, doing still burnouts. But Mike, you have caught up with our race winner, Cody Richardson.
Cody wins again. Cody, do you ever get bored out front?
Come on, it's the soundboard.
Cody, another dominant win. When are you gonna let these guys have a chance?
Whenever I retire. You know, this is my home track. I had to come out here and do something. I knew I had some speed from the last week racing here. I didn't realize I had that much speed. I mean, just good preparation all week long. The team did some good stuff here too. Had some unfortunate happenings with the rest of our team. One member's out with his daughter. One member had some packet loss issues, and the other one, I think, tried to clear himself and ended up spinning and getting a black flag for that. So I'm glad I could at least get a little bit of points for the team, and hopefully we'll come back stronger next week out of Michigan.
Yeah, what do you think that's going to do for your team point standings there?
Yeah, I don't really know. Luckily, there weren't that many people out here tonight. I don't know if it's just because of the end of the season or if it's because it's Gateway. I don't know. This is more the most road coursey oval we have on the schedule. But, yeah, I don't know. We'll take a look and see what happens. I think we had a pretty decent buffer, like at least double-digit buffer anyway. So we'll see what happens whenever things get tallied up at the end of the night.
Well, man, we've got Michigan and then the championship race. How are you feeling about the last 2 races of the season?
Well, now that I'm locked into the championship race with this win, at least if something bad happens at Michigan, I can put all my focus forward to Vegas and hopefully have a good run there. Vegas and Michigan are not 2 of my stronger tracks, but this car suits me pretty well, so maybe that can overcome a little bit of the not being so good at the tracks.
Well, just so you know, I'm eligible to come back the next 2, so watch out.
Uh-oh.
Just kidding. Hey, man, congrats on another win here. I know you're going for that championship, so good luck in the next 2 races, and I'll turn the floor over to you.
All right, hey, thanks. Thanks for the well wishes there. I know usually you don't wish me well at all. You hope I wreck and have cautions and everything else. But you're doing a good job up here in the booth with Chris. Thank you at the Cyber Thunder Broadcast Network for putting that on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for us up here. Thank you to Wheels for Warriors USA for being our title sponsor again. Hope they come back. I think we still got, I don't know, are you turning the money in tonight? We still got a little bit of time left for donations. If anybody wants to throw a little donation, send it in. We raised some money for them this time. Hopefully keep on doing that. They keep on coming back. I want to say hi to all the friends and family out there. Hi, Mom. I want to say thanks to all the sponsors in the car. You can read them all off. And thanks to Mad Sim Racing for putting me on the team, and tell everybody to check out madsimracing.com and intotheapex.com, where there's a new podcast every weekend.
Cody, yeah, we're going to send that off tomorrow. The guys raised quite a bit of money, so I'm going to fire that off tomorrow. So you do have until tomorrow to get me some more loot. But congrats again, Cody.
Hey, thank you very much. Have fun the rest of your night, and hopefully I'm talking to you next week.
Cody, who you got to say hi to?
I said hi, Mom, already, but I will do it again. Hi, Mom.
I wasn't paying attention.
Imagine that.
All right. Congrats, Cody. We're going to get you out of here.
Enough of that guy.
All right, let's pull in second place. Jerry, for the first run there, looked like you were hanging out and able to kind of keep with Cody, but then the long run came in, he pulled away, and then you started having, I think, look in the rearview mirror and saw Justin Horton closing in.
Yeah, I was trying to keep up with Cody that first run, and I could kind of keep up with him, but I knew I couldn't beat him. So kind of about middle race and back, I was looking back and just trying to save what I could and hold a lead. And it was nice to have some green flag pits.
I was to say, we went through a green flag pit stop, no caution. So what was kind of going through your mind in that second run? Were you, once you knew kind of Cody was pulling away, was it all about just watching where Justin was at and managing that gap?
Absolutely. Apparently, I didn't do a very good job pitting. Cody came out way in front, and Justin caught up quite a bit, so I got to work on that. But at that point, I was really just trying to hold a gap to Justin, and that was really tough. He was pushing me hard, yet trying to make sure I saved some tires there for the end. And then we hit some lap traffic at the end, and those guys, I mean, they're racing for their respective positions too, so it was hard to get through them. And in the end, I was able to save enough tire.
Now you're not gonna lock yourself in to that final round yet, but a second place here is going to give you some good points, maybe a tiny cushion. But next week is Michigan. How you feeling?
And I'm still happy about tonight. I'll worry about next week later.
All right, we'll go celebrate that. You go. We'll let you continue to celebrate here tonight. A second place finish at the Worldwide Technology Gateway. I'm going to start saying that because it's much easier and faster for me. But Jerry, floor is yours.
Hey man, thanks to Cyber Thunder for putting on the league. You, Chris, for doing a splendid broadcast. And I don't know if Mike joined you tonight. Sometimes he's on the broadcast. Maybe not splendid, but at least he's there. keeps you busy.
He's,
No,
he's here tonight.
Yeah. Hey, Wheels for Warriors USA, check them out. Maybe make a donation. Thanks for them for sponsoring our league. Of course, the guys at Mad Sim for putting me in the car. And hi, Mom.
Yeah, I got the hi mom that time. Jerry, congrats here tonight. And tomorrow we'll worry about next week.
There we go.
All right, let's get him out of here. And then, Mike, you caught up with third place, Mr. Justin Horton.
Justin had a heck of a run tonight. Qualified 5th, worked your way up to 3rd, and then in the top 3, you guys just checked out from the field. Talk us through your race, man.
After the cautions, it was an amazing race. Sadly, my teammate Jeremy had a one-in part tonight and got involved in a wreck. Then he swapped over into the crew chief position for the team, so I was getting stats lap by lap from him when we got towards the middle and end. It was a great green flag run. Congratulations to Cody on the win. Super fun racing between me and Jerry. I don't know whether or not you guys, like Fox, just watched the leader by himself destroying us, or if you guys were watching us at all. I know the 08 and 8 had a battle, but it was fun racing Jerry.
No, we're like F1, man. We don't. The leader checks out. We don't. No TV time.
Anytime Cody's in the race, we try to keep him off camera.
Play like Fox and just strictly have it on him, and then 86 commercials.
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask you, so that last pit stop, you gained a lot of ground on Jerry. Were you trying to manage your tires in the beginning of that run, or were you pushing hard to get by him, or what happened there?
I managed them early. I was hoping if he felt like I was getting closer, he would burn up a turn or two a couple times, and I'd start gaining. And then the moment that I personally felt like I pretty obviously blew it is we hit the lap traffic, and they blocked him, and I was like, here comes the pick and roll. I was like, they've done all the work. They didn't move out of the way. I was like, I wonder if they're going to recognize what they did to Jerry and not do it to me. And then they did it to me, and I don't know if you even saw it. I bumped some cars on the straights. Because they just took the line, and I was like, well, I mean, I know fair is fair because it happened to him, but I was like hoping. I just had that small part of me that was like, they're going to only do it to him, but not to me, and I'm going to get past him, and he's going to be worn out. Didn't happen. He got away with it. I burned my stuff up, but it was very fun racing, and it kept me very, like, engaged.
What you got to do is you got to get everybody's PayPal programmed to a button, so you can send them a button. Send them a buck. Get out of my way. But hey, man, next 2 races coming up. Fighting for that championship. We've got Michigan and Vegas. How you feeling about those 2?
I'm excited. I've been having a good run so far in the playoffs. Jerry's going to have that number 1 spot in Division 2. I'm going to have the number 2. Got to go and aim for a nice spot next week. I'm excited for the race. Excited to see what I can do. I'm happy with how I've been doing so far, but you got to reach higher. I got to try and get myself close to Cody, or if Cody has something happen, I got to take advantage of it. Unlikely, but you got to make the most out of every opportunity and try to make it work and get those good finishes. Want to be the Division 2 champion.
Just put them in the wall. That's all it takes. Hey, congrats on your 3rd place, man. We look forward to seeing you run next week. I'm going to turn the floor over to you.
Thank you, guys. I want to thank Wheels for Warriors for sponsoring this series. Anyone that's watching, if you can, go and give a donation to them, an amazing cause. Thank you so much to them for sponsoring the series. I got to thank Luna Steak Sauce, sold by Foxfire Foods, for sponsoring me this season in all the leagues that I do. I got to thank this Lat 54 champ, Crying Jordan Gator car. This Ford car has done me really well so far this season. Got a scheme change towards the end of the year. I feel like I've been improving myself. I'm glad that I can keep this car on the broadcast. I got to thank you guys so much for broadcasting. I got to shout out my team, Rev Racing, Adam Pettit, Jeremy Flanagan. Got to thank Stephen Hine. All the support I get from the team is amazing. Thank you guys so much for broadcasting.
All right, Justin. Thanks, man. Like I said, we're going to kick you out of here. Congratulations. Hopefully we'll talk to you next week.
Hell yeah. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
All right, Chris. There you have it. Our top 3.
There is the top 3. Let's pull up our final finishing results here tonight. Talk to them. Top 3, Cody Richardson, Jerry Isaacs, Justin Horton. 4th place, Gary Bowman and Cody Richardson coming in 5th. Or Cody Meadows in 5th. That was the battle. We were pretty much watching all final 10 laps. And it got dicey there towards the end, but Gary Bowman's going to hold on. Stephen Mioch going to come home in 6th. Ed Jurgen 7th. Dave Sanders in 8th. Joey Sainz in 9th. Really good run here for Crash Test Dummies with 3 of the 4 in the top 10. And then Carter Lawson. Carter Lawson going to round out our top 10.
Yeah, and 11th, Dave Rogerson. Leroy Koblenz got it back up to 12th. Bob Rogerson right there in 13th. Matt Hall only 1 lap down, didn't bend it like Chris said he would. He's in 14th. Chris Letts in 15th. Dan Keene in 16th. Kyle Nadeau saw him have that trouble. He brought it back to 17th. And we get into the guys that we really saw bend it. Corey Sherman in 18th. Paul Turner. Yep, Paul Turner in 19th. Andy Cork in 20th. Jeremy Flanagan 21st. 22nd, Stephen Music. And then rounding out the field, well, Crank Bell made an appearance, but he parked it pretty quick.
He did park it pretty quick. So there we go. Race 1 in the round of 5 is in the books. One more race to go before we narrow the field down to just 3 drivers fighting for a championship. That'll be next week at Michigan. So if you have not yet, hey, hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on. Come join us Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night. We are winding down to the final 2 weeks of the season. It is championship form here on the Cyber Thunder Racing League, and we're going to have it here on the Cyber Thunder Broadcast Network. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out with us here tonight. Enjoy your weekend, and we will see you Tuesday night. Mike, let's get out of here.
I'm gone. Bye-bye.
Later.